Okay, I'm gonna hit play. You ready?
I don't know if I'm ready.
Get ready. This one's ours.
Why they gotta do Horizon like that?
One more and I'm good.
Boom. No, not boom.
I love the Loba skin.
Did he have swords on his back?
Simple in and out. You got this, Nita.
Yeah, those skins are pretty nice.
1 10. Go back to
That's
boot
the
camp.
original fragment.
Bang skin's okay. Loba skin I love. The Horizon skin looked interesting. You guys see King's Canyon?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
goosebumps.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors about that. That thing looks really good. Revenant heirloom.
They did this to both of us.
Why does Crypto look so different right there?
The
I love that
a little
Loba skin.
it's pretty nice. The Skull Town. That's pretty cool.
Skull
Pathfinder skin.
Town, baby. Valkyrie's gonna be fun on Skull Town, though.
Yeah, Pathfinder was always super fun on Skull Town.
Path was fun. Valk's gonna be really fun in Skull Town. Yo.
Yeah, so everyone's gonna have to buy that
Rev is-
heirloom.
Okay, Revenant is creepy. I'm gonna put this on silent and just let it replay one more time and just kind of like take it in.
So these are just showing
we need to,
standard
yeah,
skins.
we need to go through the patch notes. There's definitely some balance changes. Huge thing. I like the skins that I've seen so far. I really do like them. I'm interested to hear about these balance changes. That Horizon skin's interesting. I can't tell what's going on with her face. Like they all have like a lot of helmets going on. Oh, that's
Lots
a
of
new
helmets.
was that a new Crypto skin? Is that why he looked different?
Yeah, it's a new skin. His
He
like
got a new
face.
prescription.
Yeah,
he
but
got,
his
like,
face
new
is a little
prescription.
fuller, maybe. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Maybe he's got some COVID weight he put on.
A little bit. Look at the double swords.
Yo, the Revenant skin though, that heirloom.
Yep.
That is a massive heirloom, biggest heirloom yet.
Caustic?
This heirloom is way bigger.
Is it bigger?
Yeah,
Caustic's heirloom's
Caustic's
pretty big.
hammer's like 14 inches.
Okay.
This thing is the size of Rev. Look at it. This thing's like 5.5 feet tall or something.
Be awesome. I hope it doesn't take up too much of the screen when you're running around. It's thin.
I don't think
it
so.
probably
It's super
shouldn't.
skinny. Yeah, usually the ones that take up are like, like the sticks or the gloves or something that,
Yeah.
are both sides. But I think he's just going to be like holding it like this a lot. I love her necklaces. The
Genesis.
Loba necklace right there.
Hey guys, throwback to the Sega Genesis. Who had it?
Oh, that is so cool. I'm excited. I am so excited. I know a lot of OG Apexers are going to be looking forward to going back to those maps.
Me.
For me, I
Yeah.
was so bad when Skull Town was a thing. I was learning how to play video games. So I'm so excited now that I finally know what I'm doing a little bit that I can like go to the hot drop area of Skull Town and not immediately die. So, but I guess
it's gonna be. Octane's gonna be really good there too.
yeah.
The jump pads are
Well,
gonna be great.
we need to see all of the balance changes now, though, because
Show me.
there were quite a few. Okay, they did do a dev stream. I didn't see that yet, but original King's Canyon and original World's Edge. Fragment World's Edge was so cool too. I cannot wait. Remember there was that whole parking garage building
I remember being pretty bummed out when they
got rid of it. Yeah.
when they destroyed Fragment.
Yeah. So Season 0 King's Canyon and Season 3 World's Edge map return for a limited time, taking over their normal trios and duos. And they've been bringing back Skull Town around Halloween every year, but it's always been really dark.
Right.
It's like been Halloween, so it's just dark and candles. I actually thought that they completely messed up the map, so I'm excited to see that the sun's shining and that we'll have the original maps too. Hot Drop, Kings Canyon, Skull Town, We Know You Will, and Thunderdome. We used to land Thunderdome a lot.
Thunderdome was the
Remember the
spot.
circles that ended Thunderdome at height? That was a tough final circle. Skull Town to come to arenas. Skull Town
Yeah,
coming to arenas is going to
awesome.
be huge.
That's gonna be awesome.
Going to be absolutely a wonderful map for arenas. And then here are some of the Valk skin's interesting. I like the colors. The Loba skin is my favorite. I love it. It reminds me of one of the Rev skins I have where he has a hoodie and a puffer jacket. I'm surprised they
Right.
made Rev and Loba look so similar with their little hoodies and colors. Oh, is it a visor?
Okay.
Why do they make her?
That's an interesting.
It's a different skin. It's a different
playful.
Horizon
It's
skin.
playful.
Yeah. Okay. The Lobo wins the best dressed award though, without a doubt. So we have rewards track. Okay, let's get to the oh. Oh, that does. I mean, that's the inspect, but that is large. That looks like what I used to cut down branches off trees.
Correct.
We have like a fist scar or something that looks just like that.
Yeah, but it's thin, so I bet when you're running, if he's holding it forward, it'll probably be pretty thin. I just don't like when the caustic heirloom takes up a bit too much of the screen, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit annoying when you first start to use it.
All right, and they're gonna do the collection event packs. There's the FAQ on it. We'll try to help you guys decide the best or the most cost-efficient way to buy these. Typically, you can use some crafting material to craft as much as possible and then buy the rest, but we'll make sure we stream that as soon as the stuff is available.
That R99 skin, has that been around before? Is that or is that a new R9 skin?
I'm not familiar with that, but it has the circle optic, which
Some people
not,
like circle.
I know. This is the big part. Octane, huge. Launchpad cooldown increased from 60 to 90 seconds.
Ooh, that's a
big difference.
50% increase.
That's a big difference. All right, then
ouch.
Guys, look at this. Rev is getting skinnier. Slightly slimmed down hitbox, specifically to his midsection, arms, and upper legs.
You see the midsection, the boxes?
Look at the center of him.
Drastically different.
Yeah. I mean, he's very wide, so I guess if you guys are aiming at Rev, look at his arms even. His arms are really quite different too. Huh. His chest is still very broad, so you want to aim for his chest or obviously head if you can, but chest and head.
His legs are a little thinner too,
yeah.
the hitboxes.
Yeah. Cool. Listen to this. Stalker climb height significantly increased. It's not literally unlimited now, but boy, can he really climb.
Yeah, and I have a clip of that. If you haven't seen it, I saw it on.
He can scale an entire building in fragment.
Yeah, this is going to be bad quality.
An entire building in fragment. He can.
This is going to be bad quality, just because I'm just winging it real quick. But you can see he can climb the entire construction building. The entire. Yikes. And look at him climbing up. Yikes! Like a spider, and he's climbing pretty quickly. He doesn't climb super slow. Anyways, back over there.
Yeah. And then we have the duration for his silence decreased from 20 seconds to now it's going to be available every 15 seconds. So huge rev buff. Huge rev buff. I don't even care about this. Reduce the duration of his death protection by 5 seconds while in Death Totem. I mean, the Death Totem needs work. It needs a radius on it again, so it can't be used with the jump pad.
5 seconds. So I wonder what is the current duration of it? I wonder.
This is going to make Revenant individually a better character. And he's got just one of the coolest looking heirlooms. His heirloom looks so cool.
I still wouldn't imagine him being used very much. What do you think?
He got way skinnier in the center.
The climbing buff, not really going to be a very, very useful.
World's Edge, I think it could be more useful.
I mean, certainly in Olympus,
I mean, when you
useful.
have legends like Valk that can do that as a passive, like that's really cool that Rev has it as a passive too. Like it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense.
Makes sense for sure. I'm just not sure if it was like it's like a big deal.
It's a really strong passive in my opinion. I don't think we're gonna see him be a top picked legend for the long term. Maybe initially just because of the hype, but.
Hear me out though. The climbing has no effect on Olympus and has really no effect in Kings Canyon. There's not a whole lot, very little.
I don't know. I think we're going to definitely see an increase in him, though. Okay. Guys, look at this. Lifeline getting thicker. Increased hitbox size, mostly to legs and waist. Apparently, Lifeline was winning a lot of 1v1s because of her small stature. Because of her very, very, very small stature.
Well, we don't play that Lifeline, so.
We're just going to quickly go through the rest of these. Bloodhound, Eye of the Allfather scan is decreased. This is a big difference, actually, from 4 seconds to now only 3 seconds. And then Beast of the Hunt going from 35 to 30. So definitely a huge nerf to Bloodhound there. Watson, I love their sense of humor here. Major buff. Watson can now place more than one Nessie on the map at a time with her epic emote.
Look at the little bundle of Nessies.
It's adorable. It's adorable. I mean, it's kind of funny. They called it a major buff. Like, yeah. All right, weapon balance. Increased fire rate of the P20. So that's a bit of a nerf to the already worst gun in the game. But then these 4 things are buffs. So they're just going to increase the mag size for level 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That's rough.
And the ammo. Okay, that's fine.
That's
I don't
rough.
care. I don't care about the P20. I'm not going to use it. I'm still not going to use it. Spitfire, I don't think this is enough. The hip fire on the Spitfire was already trash when we knew that. The Spitfire needed a nerf for its accuracy. And this, for ADS, they didn't touch it.
Right.
They didn't touch it. The Spitfire is still absolutely going to be broken.
Yeah, unlucky.
3030 slightly increased, reduced time to charge from 0.5 to 0.35. That's fine. Maybe the 3030 will be slightly better. It's just,
Increased projectile speed. That'll be the kicker.
that'll make it easier to use, almost hit scan, right? A little bit more hit scan like, because it had a bit of a drop.
The bolts were super slow, so maybe
Yeah.
more. Not like it won't be sentinel fast. It'll probably be more like the longbow. The longbow bullets, I think, are, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, longbow is getting an increase too, 55 to 60. We'll see more of that probably a little bit.
We'll have
Longbow
to
just
see.
to ADS on the longbow is so slow. So I don't. I just
Arena
and then
prices.
arena's price, guys. The first thing you look at ever. Hopefully everyone did. L-Star. Thank goodness goes from 400 to 500. It was needed. That gun could cost 600.
The EVA 8 cost more. That's I use the EVA 8 a lot, so that's bad for me.
These are all really smart changes.
The volt, it was increased. That's bad because I like the volt.
That's fine. The R9 is actually decreased. I like the R9, so these are fine. These and then they made a bunch of arena changes for the abilities of like what comes stock, the cost of legend abilities, what comes stock, and I like this too with the little score map they're going to be keeping there in between when you view the maps.
I like it.
You can now report players by pressing space or Y on the map screen.
I have one more thing we got to look at. The private match patch notes.
Private match pat notes, you guys.
You done with those?
I'm done with these. There's really nothing else I need
All right,
to
here
see
we
on
go.
this.
Check this out here. I'll move my head. Private match patch notes. So we will now, guys, we'll be able to do arenas when we do his versus hers. We'll be able to have tournaments where we do arenas and have a ladder with certain teams. So arena private lobbies will be super sweaty and a lot of fun.
That's the only bullet point that matters on there. Everything else is just when you're spectating or hosting a private server, so
Pretty
you don't
cool
really need to worry
stuff,
about
though.
it. They are really cool things, like because
Over the shoulder camera that's static.
yeah, they'll let us be able to zoom in and out a little bit better with it. So I'll be able to provide better point of views for casting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited, guys. The number one thing, added arenas to private match.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's gonna be super fun.
So we're gonna start seeing some super sweaty arena tournaments, I think.
Oh, for sure. Like just whether it be all pros or one contributor, one pro, whatever. In our community, we'll be able to do lots of stuff related to that because, as we already know, it's sometimes hard, especially in pubs, to find each other. So just to have a straight up fight in arenas, ooh, it's gonna be sweaty. Gonna be
Excited.
sweaty.
All right, I'm trying
When
to
is
check
this?
here.
When is this release?
This is June 29th and runs through July 13th.
Okay, so basically 4 days from now,
June
5 days from
29th.
now.
Yep, next Tuesday. This coming up
Wait.
Tuesday. June
that's awesome.
29th through July 13th.
Well played. The one thing we're missing, guys, the next big news will be arena ranked.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing this patch is missing. So that'll be the next big thing on the horizon. Yeah. Other than that, I think we covered everything.